Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to the Science of Mind Club. And today we are again going to continue this wonderful journey of mindfulness. To start the day with a lovely quote from the mindfulness teacher, the Zen master, Thich Nhat Hanh, who is a Vietnamese monk responsible for sharing mindfulness practices in all over the West and has written more than 70 plus books during his lifetime. One of his favorite quotes is where I want to begin with. There are two ways to wash the dishes. First is to wash the dishes in order to have clean dishes, and the second is to wash the dishes in order to wash the dishes. Okay, so the only thing or the difference that makes the key difference is the intention. I think that is what beautifully Master Thich Nhat Hanh has summarized in this beautiful quote. And again, the second aspect, if you look at this quote, is about how some of the routine activities, mundane activities, can be so transformational, so meditative, if we only choose to focus on them with that intention. So, that is what it is all about. It is about creating those mindfulness moments for us in our everyday life. The mindfulness or this kind of a meditation, it doesn't require anything of sort where you have to leave everything and you have to go on top of the Himalayas. It's not required at all. The enlightenment we seek is happening in here and now. The thoughts that can set us free are available to us in here and now. So today's mindfulness meditation practice is very, very effective because it is something of key importance to us in our everyday life, something that we all like to do. Okay. So silence is a moment of connection. This mindfulness activity, whenever it is done in silence, the power of meditation is about understanding that the pause is a very, very effective way of connecting with the self. So, when we come back to this silence, which is sacred, when we enter the zone of sacred silence, we will be able to kind of find out how we can connect and clear our minds better. Okay, so this is what it is all about. Today's activity is all about connecting with ourselves in silence while we are having food. So, today's session is all about the practice of mindful eating because when we eat, we have to really, really connect with the source of life. Eating is something which is not just about nourishment, but it is about gratitude, it is about presence and wisdom in every bite. So, when I teach my son that okay, you have to eat and you have to eat mindfully, I kind of say to him that chew the food at least 40 times. Okay? Because every meal is prepared with so much love, so much care, and to be really thankful to the person who has prepared that meal, we have to eat mindfully. We have to relish the food so that it nourishes us. So every meal is a miracle. Years of sun, rain, and countless hands have brought this food to you. Most importantly, especially in India, we still prepare our food, so it takes a lot of effort to prepare those food. And when it comes to our plate, we take that moment of recognition, of understanding, of gratitude that yes, there is food on the plate, which means that the energy of sun, rain, God, and the universe is reaching us. And sometimes it is also about understanding that we relish each of our bite as it is the last one. So savor each bite as if it were the last one of your life. Because in that moment, if that is the only bite you can connect with, What will be your quality of attention? What will be your quality of presence to that moment? So, friends, it may look like a very simple thing to do, but all it means is that we are coming back to the moment. We are being present in life. We are showing up with gratitude and awareness. With that same gratitude and awareness, I welcome you all to the Science of Mind Club. And today we are going to explore mindfulness meditation of mindful eating. This club is like a sangha. It is about a community of people who are leaders in their community and connecting with each other. It's about coaches creating more coaches. We just connect for 30 to 40 minutes every Sunday at 10 a.m. India time. And the concepts that we share in this club are around psychology, NLP, mindfulness. It's a pro bono initiative, absolutely free. That's how it will be. And the views expressed are my own. They don't represent my existing or earlier employers in any form. And I'm just sharing this with an attitude of gratitude to all my mentors and teachers. That's right. If you are looking for a community where we can learn together, stay positive, I think you have come to the right place. If you're still curious, you can definitely learn more. There are recordings which are available on YouTube. We have put together a blog as well. Feel free to learn, apply, and share this knowledge. There is a microsite on Google which I have created where you will find more information. And only thing we want you to do is stay curious, because this curiosity is the beginning of a lifelong learning journey. And to start the topic for today, which is around mindful eating, I would start by sharing a Zen story with you. Okay, it's such a great time of the day where we can reflect back on ourselves, our lives. So I'll share a story with you, and I think one of my teachers only shared this story with me. And this is all about life. Okay, so there is this monk who used to live in a monastery, and one fine day he was, going through a jungle, and he was a little bit hungry. He had been walking for a few days, and yeah, so he was there in this jungle. Suddenly, he realized that somebody is watching him from behind the bushes. Getting sense of that danger, he started to run. And he was right. He found that there is this tiger who was chasing him. And the monk started running all the more fast, and he's running faster and faster. The tiger is still approaching. The monk is running like crazy, and he's running and running, and finally, in the speed of his escape from that danger which was approaching him, he didn't realize that he was about to fall off from a cliff. And he fell off from a cliff, and he could just catch hold of a branch to kind of hold him to his, you know, death which was awaiting at the end of the cliff. And he looked up that maybe he should climb up, but then he saw that the tiger was still there. The tiger is still looking for the prey. And on that branch where he's just hanging around for the last leg of his life, he saw that there is a venomous snake. A poisonous snake is also approaching him. Now this is this guy at the very end of the thread, just hanging there, and there is a tiger on the top, poisonous snake also approaching. And in that moment, he realized that on that branch there is a beautiful and a juicy and a nice looking berry. And he looked at the berry and he's like, oh wow. And he took that berry, plucked that berry, and he ate that berry. And it was delicious. So, what is the story all about? The story is about being present in the moment and understanding that there are hundreds of things which go around us, but the simple act of eating can also be an act of connecting with us in that moment with ourselves. Okay? So just like that monk connected with himself, even in the last leg of his life, the last hour or last minutes of his life, he was able to kind of relish a taste of a berry, and that was the moment for him. in his life. So we don't know in our life that when is that danger approaching, when is something turning. All we have is this moment called now. And in this moment, we can create our mindful presence and we can enjoy this moment. Okay? So, eating is a life giving activity. We share our food, we connect with each other over food, make sure that we go out and we have nice kind of food and different kind of cuisines. But if we are not present to this act of eating, which is quite a meditative act as per mindfulness teachers, we will miss that moment. Okay. So I have seen a lot of times people go out with families, they go to the best of the restaurants, they go to the best of the places where they can get some really nice cuisine, and everybody on that lunch table takes out their phone and they start scrolling and fidgeting through their phone. Okay. Sometimes people are on call and they're eating, sometimes they are just switching on the TV on the dinner table. All these things are leading to mindless eating. Friends, today's mindfulness eating exercise, it's all about connecting with yourself, connecting with your loved ones, and being present for the gift of eating. Eating is really a gift. There are people who in their life has suffered so many ailments, so many diseases that they are asked to avoid certain kind of foods, to avoid certain things, or maybe, you know, in some of the stages people are not even on food. They are on, what doctors have given them as medicines or intravenous way of supplementing food. I don't know. What I'm saying here, for the benefit of all the listeners, for the benefit of this community, is that eating is truly a gift. Let's relish it. Let's stay present and let's be thankful to people who are involved in bringing that food for us. People who grow those foods, people who transport them, people who are selling them in the market, as well as people who are preparing them. The most importantly, people who prepare the food. I remember in my household or the place where I grew up. So I grew up in an Indian family, and my mother was cooking some exceptional food. My father sometimes he cooked amazing delicacies. And when I used to get that food, I used to find fault in it. Okay. I think it has happened a lot of times when, especially as children, when we get used to a kind of a food, we always find faults. Maybe the salt is not good, this is not good, that is bad. And we always wanted to eat outside. We always wanted junk food, fast food. To a point when I was away from my family when I started working, and I was in this new state of Kerala where I went for work. I was away from my family for the first time. And there, one fine day, when I was sick and tired of eating outside, I thought of preparing something. So I thought that, okay, let me prepare a very simple meal. But that simple meal took me almost 2 hours to prepare. And when the food was prepared, it was gone in 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. And what was left behind is whole pile of utensils that I had to wash. All we are saying here is that enjoy this gift of eating. Eat mindfully. Be thankful to those who are preparing that food for you. Be thankful to your mother. Be thankful to your parents. Be thankful to anybody who is preparing that food. And if you are really really thankful, then the act of showing that gratitude is peacefully having your meal and being present for your food for that moment. So that's the difference we want to make here, is that mindful eating versus mindless eating. Let's cut down our TV time while we are eating. Let's shut down all our mobile phones and devices. Let's be present to each other. Let's give each other this gift of our presence when we eat. Let's give this gift of presence to ourselves when we are eating. Such a powerful life giving activity. You have to be present, you have to show up for your own existence. Build that awareness for the food. So take a moment, keep both your feet on the ground, or if you're sitting on some kind of a flat surface, you can sit comfortably, relax, and take that moment. Build awareness. Build your awareness around this very, very important aspect of connecting with your food. Let having food or eating be a reminder that you can connect with yourself. Build your awareness. And as you settle down in that mindful awareness, do a meditation on this. What you can simply do is you can take a small piece of candy, or you can take a small piece of chocolate. Before even you put that chocolate or candy in your mouth, just observe what is the color of that chocolate. What is the texture of that chocolate or that candy? What all ingredients might be there in this bite? Where all the start of this food has happened? Who has grown the ingredients? Who has grown the various forms of that is coming to our table? Maybe it is farmer who is growing it. Maybe it is birds who are planting those seeds. Maybe there are these bees which are pollinating those flowers. Be thankful to all the beings, all the sentient beings, thousands, millions of sentient beings who are involved in this process of bringing that bite in front of you. This bite may be in some other place, but finally it landed in your hand and you are looking at it mindfully. Be thankful for this moment where you have built this awareness, looking at this bite of chocolate or this bite of candy or this bite of food, and be thankful. Whatever you say, that higher energy, God, universe, whatever you believe in, that's okay. What's more important to do this moment is be thankful for this moment. And with that mindful awareness and with that compassion for those who have cooked it, for those who have processed it, for those who have brought this in front of you, with gratitude and compassion in your heart, take that bite and put it in your mouth. Pay attention to the starting of the taste. Pay attention of the feelings that it brings in your mind. Pay attention to the gratitude and pay attention to the kindness and compassion of all these beings which have resulted into this taste in your mouth. This moment, you also pay attention to your body. What is this taste doing to you? Where do you find more energy? Where do you find a hunger being absolutely there? And let go of any of the feeling of craving that you have for certain foods. Focus and connect with the present moment. All you need to focus on is that candy, that chocolate, that bite which is there in your mouth, and just be thankful and pay attention and be aware. So we are hungry at times, but all it needs for us kind of change our way of looking at things is be mindfully hungry, mindfully connected. As the candy or the chocolate in your mouth melts away, let all these feelings also fly away from your mind and remain with this kindness and gratitude. Everybody who was involved in preparing that food, and with all the more kindness, all the more thankfulness, all the more awareness, you can pick up another bite and you can be present in the moment. So, friends, the mindful eating meditation is not about eating at all. It is about connecting with the food, connecting with that compassion, that gratitude, that kindness that is involved in bringing the food to your table. It's not about mindlessly drifting away or mindlessly craving for a certain kind of food, but it is about nourishing your body with kindness, with awareness, and with a lot of gratitude. So, this is an important thing that we wanted to share with you, that eating today in today's world is an activity where people are spending less time. But we want you to spend all the more time, all the more attention to this simple yet powerful life giving activity. Because when we do that, you will realize that your choices of certain food changes, your choices of a certain portion of food changes, and you will be eating and chewing your food mindfully, which can definitely result into better health, better quality of your meal experiences, as well as sometimes when we talk to people, we find that the weight issues and wherever people have health issues, they are related to their either liking or aversion for a certain kind of foods. So let's live a balanced life, let's get a balanced diet, and let's be present for this important activity of eating. I would like to finally kind of close this by sharing a story. And this was a life experience, and one of my teachers, he shared that, Anupam, that especially in India, we have this tradition, and I'm sure in other parts of the world also they have a similar thing going on, that whenever there's something in front of us, like a food or anything, we are told that we have to eat everything out of the plate. Okay, so I think we have all been there where we have heard these things that, okay, you have to finish everything which is on your plate and things like that. And so this teacher said to me that, yeah, that there was a time, Anupam, that in India, especially before we started to eat, so there was a very traditional way of having food. We used to sit on the floor, eat consciously. We have to, join our hands and kind of be thankful for the food. But the first bite that we take from that plate is what we used to give for, let's say, the animal, the cow in the house, or maybe a dog which is there, or maybe the crow, the birds. So the first bite, anybody who started to, the first bite, they used to just take out from the plate and they used to go out and just keep it for the animals. That was the tradition of India. Okay. And this coach of mine, he said that how important and how similar it is in a lot of these traditions. And he said that one of his friends went to the Shaolin monastery. And in the Shaolin monastery, there is this kitchen. And when these monks are having food, they say that you do not finish everything which is there on the plate. You have to leave something for the Buddha. What does that mean? I would say what both of these instances are saying is that whenever we are having food, it is not that we are just putting everything and we are dumping it down our throat. No, it is an important activity of connection. Eating is an important activity of sharing, and it is also an important activity of appreciating so many different beings who are around us. Okay, so how do we connect with kindness, compassion, and awareness? That is what mindful eating is all about. And bon appetit. Enjoy your meal. We want you to enjoy every moment of your life, because life is formed of all these moments. If we do not enjoy them, if we are not present in them, then we are missing life. So that is our message for you on this Sunday morning, that the next meal that you have, the next bite that you have, be present, be thankful, and enjoy your life. So thank you so much for your patient listening. Thank you so much for your awareness. It's an exciting journey that we are on. I have started receiving inputs and messages from some of our viewers that they like what we are doing, and thank you so much. And if you want for us to do something differently, please let us know in the comment section, because the journey ahead is exciting. We will be doing another Q&A at the end of the mindfulness meditation series. This is kind of a masterclass where we are diving into various aspects of mindfulness. If there is a technique or there's something that you like in this material, please feel free to share. With that gratitude with which I have received it from my teachers, it's the same gratitude with which I'm sharing with you. Only thing we want you to do at the end of the day is take care of your parents, take care of your loved ones, take care of your friends. Make that call. Give that call to show that you care. Okay, that is important. And keep learning, because learning is fun. And thank you so much for your patient listening. What we have also started doing as a kind of uh, hosting a platform where you all can come and learn more is we are doing a monthly pro bono free workshop, which is called uh, Build Your Super Confidence Like Superman. This is about stepping out of your comfort zone and getting into the space where you can learn something and you can build your confidence. There's this workshop that we are doing. The next workshop happens to be on 12th of April. We just did one on 1st of March. So every month, just month and a half, I plan to do at least one workshop. It's a short 1 hour, or 40 minutes to 1 hour workshop where you will get a lot of these resources. The modality that we're using is self hypnosis. So, how you can kind of connect with that unconscious mind and get that superpower activated, where you can build confidence and you can share your ideas and communicate with confidence. So this is what we are doing in this workshop. Happens to be on 12th of April, 9:30 p.m. India time, 4 p.m. UK time. And you can scan the QR code and you can register. Once you register, we'll send you the link. And that's how, we will continue to bring all these learning resources to you in one form or the other. And sometime sooner than later, we'll also do a mindfulness meditation class where I would invite some of the best mindfulness teachers to kind of guide us in a collective mindfulness meditation journey. So we are planning a lot of things and we are excited that you are here. Thank you so much for your continued support, friends, and continue to learn, continue to share. I wish you a happy Sunday ahead. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.